Well, hello and welcome people on the internet, back to some more Holocure, my favorite time of day. Today we are going to get the second to last item that I need to collect, the Zeta glasses, or whatever they're called. So first of all, we got to see if we actually have Zeta. So let's go ahead into the shop, do our gotcha for the day, and then jump into the run. I know she's not on this one, and I know she's not on this one. So is she on this one? No, she's not on that one. Is she on this one? I don't know what she looks like, so we're just going to figure it out. Don't see a Zeta there. Do I see a Zeta there? No, a Zeta there. Is there a Zeta here? There's not a Zeta here. Where the frick is this Zeta? Oh my god. Nope, not even. Is she just like not in the game? Oh, there we go. Okay. Banner we haven't pulled on yet. All right, interesting. We got a whole bunch of money. Let's go. Let's give her. She's gonna. I mean, she's gonna pop it the first time. I mean, that's what happens every time. Every time it happens, never. So it always happens on the second time though. Second time's a charm. Like I said, like I literally just said, third time's the charm, so don't doubt on the third charm. And by the third charm, I mean the fourth charm. Never doubt 4 times. And by that, I mean 5. Definitely don't count out the 5th pick, because the 6th pick is what always gets it done. 100 times out of 100, it's always on the 7th pick that you actually get the character you want. Like I said, 7 times. That's all you have to do. That's 100% of the time it works. 100% of the time it works 90% of the time. So we got our Vestia Zeta, and actually Kobo is the one that I had mentioned a few episodes ago. That was like the baby one talking to Callie that likes the spicy food. But we're playing with Zeta. Don't know what she does, so let's go ahead and check it out. Haven't done anything. Actually, let's go ahead and do I have any other upgrades that I can get here? We have, let's see, other rerolls. Don't need the customize. We have the holds. Do I even care? You know what? Let's just do it. Let's just finish these up. Get these done. Boom. Don't really care about the holds too much. Oh, I should. What am I doing? What am I doing? Can I undo? I can refund. Thank you. Yeah, let's do this. No, not all of them. God dang it. I just wanted to do one. All right, we'll work them back up. We'll work them back up slowly. Okay, way easier to just hit enter. Don't do what I did. Okay, let's get some more defense. Let's get some more move speed. Actually, of all skill attacks. Yeah, let's get that up. Didn't I literally just say hit enter? Oh yeah, that gets super freaking expensive. Okay, what else can we buy? We got a special cooldown reduction. Heck yeah. All right, we're broke again. Where'd she go? Is this her? This is her. So, oh, we got guns. All right, we got a pistol, shoots a high-speed piercing bullet. If Zeta is invisible, pistol becomes a wide area instant shot. Okay, stealth mode, turns invisible for 8 seconds. While invisible, she does not take damage, and all targets stop moving. Interesting. Okay, we got our little bond, Zeta bond. And I think we're going to change it up. Rather than going to, what was it, stage 3 or 2 hard. Actually, no, we haven't even made it to stage 3 hard yet, because we haven't. Did we beat stage 2 hard? No, I did beat stage 2 hard with Ollie. I think we can go back to regular stage 4. Let's get our food in. Let's get our... I'm going to turn on the healing potion. Hopefully I remember to use it. And let's get her going. So the gun acts like a gun. First things first, we got to work on taking out the purple cats. Some of you guys were very kind enough to let me know that I did forget to mention that Ollie is a cat at the end of the episode. You know, I'd put 2 and 2 together that she was a ninja. I'd put 2 and 2 together that, you know, she was a zombie. But I forgot to mention cat. That's very important. And we are playing cat. Zeta is a cat. Let's see. So increase damage by 20%. Gain a buff that allows Zeta to dodge the next hit. 20-second cooldown. Okay. On dodge, Zeta turns invisible for 4 seconds. All damage dealt is increased by 30% anytime Zeta is invisible. So I'm assuming that also works with her skill. So that seems reasonable, but I can probably put it off a level. On crit hits, non-melee attacks a 15% chance to hit 50% additional XP out of non-base targets. sorry, non-boss targets. Okay, so we're going for a crit build then. Okay, we can do that. I can have some fun with that. I tend to like crit builds. Cat reflexes? Hey, I told you everything in this game is a cat. While moving, crit is increased by 8%. Okay, so we not even gonna have to take any items. We're gonna get maxed out here. After landing 10 crits, she gains 1 stack of stealth shot where silent pistol shoots its wide shot. Shoots its wide shot. Oh, like her wide shot from her skill? Is that what it means? Okay, interesting. Yeah, so basically everything is just... Yeah, okay, so this is a very straightforward kit. It's literally just get crits and then turn invisible and do more damage. Okay, seems easy enough. We can do that. One other thing that I want to mention here. First, I got to take a look at this. So HP, I don't think we really care about. I do want some kind of defensives. So I could consider taking body pillow. Is there anyone I want more than that? No, let's just take the body pillow for now. The breastplate I do not want though, so we're gonna get rid of that. And then let's go ahead and take the secret agent, so that way we can start charging up that buff. And I'm gonna be honest, I know that those are cat ears for that buff. It's a bra though. It looks like a bra. Okay. Oh, got it. So we triggered. Oh, that wide hit is massive. Okay. Now let's start leveling up our weapon because we need more damage on that. Yeah, this wide attack is great. Her regular attack, though, not so much. Like, it's... As of right now, I'm a little underwhelmed, but, I mean, it is a pistol, so it's bound to have, you know, less accuracy. Or not even... Accuracy is my fault, but it's, Ooh, we have an early researcher's coat? I don't think I actually need the researcher's coat, though, because if I'm just building crit, she's gonna make enemies be pooping out experience, so I feel like... Maybe this is blasphemy. Shoot 3 shots? Oh, okay. Maybe that's just gonna make it better. Or maybe not. Okay, let's try this out. So let's go invisible. Oh. Adds a small knockback effect. Ooh, all damage is increased. No, let's have a higher chance of getting more XP. Should I take limiter then? If we're popping out a bunch of experience? I feel like that's a reasonable pickup. Okay, let's go ahead and get this. Just that way I don't have to worry about picking it up later. Okay, so she is much better. Okay, so we want to focus on getting invisible. So getting skill cooldown, I think, would be very, very important. Don't really care about the Uber sheep. I think we can get healing from other places. So I also wanted to mention... I think I've meant to mention it a couple times this video so far, and this is like the first time I've actually vocalized it. I got a lot of good feedback from you guys on the Ollie video, even though it was an accident. Oh god, I'm stuck on the freaking statue. Even though it was an accident, only playing with Ollie's main weapon and then banning, getting rid of all the other weapons. Or basically limiting myself so I can only get one weapon. You guys seem to like that. You know, the fact that it kind of allows me to show off or not even show off, but for me to learn like what each individual character plays like without having to rely on other weapons. You guys seem to like that quite a bit. So I think we're going to do that for the future. Now, one thing I am a little bit concerned about with that though, Oh, do we go with this? Okay, so Gorilla's Paw is out because we don't want to lose the crit chance. Each time a bullet hits the enemy, the damage increased by 10% up to 100. Oh, right, because it's piercing. Oh, that's weird. So it's more likely to kill enemies that are farther away from us. It's like reverse what I would want it to be. Okay, well, we can still take it. Yeah, but you guys, a lot of you guys seem to really like that approach, so that way I can get an idea of what each character is doing without having to rely on other weapons, having to, you know, rely on trying to build out all the super collabs. While the super collabs and the collabs are fun, just really kind of figuring out how to build the character at its base level first, I think is a kind of interesting thing to do. Ooh, face mask might be risky. I think I'm still going to go for it, though, for the extra damage. One thing that I am a little bit concerned about, though, that I want to express is I'm wondering if builds are going to become too homogenized. There's definitely, now that we have pretty much all of the items unlocked, there is definitely... Reduce special cooldown. Yep, that's what I want. There are definitely going to be different builds, don't get me wrong. But like stamps, for example, I feel like the solo stamp, or is that what it's called? The stamp that gives you extra damage when you only have one weapon, I feel like that's just like a must-have. So I'm worried that like that's gonna be like that's a homogenized zone. Not sure about the others. So Sake is more crit buff. What I'm worried about now is I need some kind of recovery. So actually, let's do this. Let's keep getting the cat reflexes up. Because that will give us some crit rate, and then we can kind of see where we stand for crit rate and where we need to get to. Ideally, I would probably be like 60%. I would be happy with like 60%, and then I can kind of go off on a tangent. I mean, let's be fair. Okay, we are good on crit rate. We are good on crit rate. Let's just pop that bad boy in. This can go ahead and get swapped over. Increase speed, in addition, increase damage of... Okay, this can go because we're not doing melee damage. Let's take the... So the only thing that's changing here is the damage increase, so I'm actually going to take the body pillow for a little bit more prevention of damage. Especially until we get some kind of healing. But this is a pretty nice special. We can just kind of like clear out the whole board. But this is where it starts getting into trouble. Well, I suppose... God, I keep doing that. I have my freaking health potion. And with the shield, I guess I don't have to worry about healing too much. I think maybe if there's an item that comes along that I'm not thinking of that has some healing and increased damage, I will take that. But I'm probably not going to take something like Nurse's Horn, for example. There we go. Yep. And then, of course, the faster we can max everything out, the faster we can start getting like haste. We can start getting extra damage on the gun. Or I guess the gun we can already do with anvils. But we can start getting like attack percents, crit percents, all that kind of stuff. Oh, right. I have to remember that it's only while she's moving that she gets that extra crit. Man, but the fact that she... Well, she turns invisible. Hang on, let me reread this again. She dodges the... Oh, that... Right, she dodges the next hit, but she turns invisible. Now, the invisibility... what exactly does the invisibility mean that I don't take damage? Because the effect here while invisible is only tied to the stealth mode. So I'm assuming... Okay, so I'm going to have to test this. The next time I turn invisible, I'm going to run into an enemy and see if I take damage. But I think what's nice is that we have a guaranteed dodge every 20 seconds. Okay, so like right now, we get hit. Got it. Okay, so while we're invisible, we can't take damage. Yeah, see, like this just seems like a necessary pickup. I suppose maybe going back to the yeah, see now, like now this seems good, but at the same time seems scary with the face mask. I'm gonna get rid of the no, I actually want to keep the credit card around. I do think I'm gonna get rid of the energy drink though. Maybe? Or no, do I want this? Because I have the guaranteed dodge though. And this will allow us to shoot faster? Okay, I'm gonna take that. I need more firepower. I don't care about that, so let's strengthen that since crits are going to give us more experience. So we're going to use those anvils just for damage upgrades. Just going to strengthen here. Ooh, this is a new item for us. We just unlocked this in the last episode. This is a ton of haste. I'm kind of regretting this. Now I think I should have gone candy sweets over energy drink, and I could have swapped the energy drink out for something else. So what I'm going to ask myself now is it worth it to double up on the haste? We deal less damage, but have a 10% chance to apply a second attack, dealing 33% of the initial damage. Or should I wait for something else to get more crit chance? I don't know. I'm going to wait to make that decision, though. And I want to check again. What was making me do wide attacks? After landing 10 crits, she gains 1 stack of stealth shot where silent pistol shoots its wide shot. 1 stack. So this must be time-based then. So this gives crit. I don't think I want this though. Crit and haste, or do I just? Let's just grab the body pillow for now. I think I'm literally just gonna push this off until the last second to figure out what I want. I'm very indecisive. Whoa, those guys are still moving. That's not fair. Okay, we're getting rid of this. Not taking headphones. Let me take the energy drink for more haste. Oh, maybe it's not time-based. Maybe it's because we pierce through, like, everything. If everything's hitting a crit, it's just going to keep up the... That might be what it is. Okay, so let's get increased damage while we're invisible. Okay, let's go ahead and clear out the board here. Okay, I do not want the nightly milk. Don't care about the full meal. So then let's just take body pillow for a little bit more defensive. Okay, so our damage is very likely going to be nowhere close to Ollie, but to be fair, no one has really been close to Ollie. Yeah, okay, we're just like blasting through enemies and getting big damage. Okay, let's clear. I'm actually going to go clear out the healer here while I have the free reign too. Oh, I see. Okay, okay. That was the best time to look at it while I knew I wasn't going to get hit. Okay, it stacks. I see. I see how it's working. So this doesn't matter. We lose these negative effects. Oh, what's the negative effects on this, though? How does this work? It increases our crit rate, but how does the skill attack work? Does it still increase the damage of when we go invisible with stealth? I don't know. I guess I probably don't need any additional crit though, because we have 44, but then this crit isn't added on to this. So this is going to be 30, so we're going to be up to 74%. So I don't need any more crit. So I think at this point, I'm probably just looking for maybe flat damage. Okay, so let's position ourselves so we can hit things behind this guy. I could see an argument for taking Picky. Even though we reduced our HP, it gives us a little bit more, but it also gives us that main weapon damage. Because if it gives us 15, so that brings it to 114. If we get to 120, that's 20%. Oh, no, let's just go for membership. What am I thinking? Attack by 30%. This just flat out gives us more and reduces the damage we take. Okay, yeah. I'm just going to take membership. Sitting there looking at an attack boost that's just straight better than one that I'd have to work for. Yeah, 50% increase. Weapon attack speed. Yes, I will take that. So one other thing that people are commenting on in the Ollie video, because I did something that I knew was going to rile people up. I passed on the super nightly milk, or not nightly milk, super energy drink, right? And a lot of people are like, I can't believe you did that, because it is pretty powerful, you know? The reason that I did that, though, I'll go into a little bit more as to why. Wait, why did I lose a frick ton of crit? What did I do to lose? What did I do to lose crit? What makes me lose crit? Hold that thought. Hold that thought. Why did I just drop a whole bunch of crit? Oh, it's because I'm not moving. Got it. Right? If I pause this. Okay. Got it. Figured it out. So I explained it very, very briefly. Yeah, so we don't want this. We'll just leave it here though. I explained it briefly while I was playing, but I'll go over it a little bit more as to why I would pass up an item like that. I had already taken a couple other speed boosts, and while it is not necessarily the quote-unquote best gameplay decision to do that, I think it was for myself. The reason being that if I find that if the characters move too quickly, what ends up happening is my reflexes just can't really keep up with how fast the character's moving. And so I end up taking more damage than I would be taking if I was slower, because I'm kind of undercompensating for how fast I'm moving, and I end up moving into enemies. And so while it may not be the best overall decision in terms of gameplay, for me, it was probably the correct decision. And so that was why. I just want to go into, I just wanted to further explain a little bit more in case anyone was actually confused why that happened in the last episode. All right, so we got our achievement. So we got our item with Zeta. We survived for 10 minutes. Let's keep getting our attack power up. Let's go ahead and start blasting. Actually, now we have attack speed, which is great. We'll swap these out. And then once we find it, I'm very likely going to swap that out for the sword so we get additional crit damage. And that'll happen a lot where, and I try and point it out wherever I can, where I'm making a decision that might not be the best in terms of quote-unquote perfect gameplay. But for the way that I personally play, it might make sense. It's kind of like, well, to be fair, this is only really going to make sense like if you've played the game, but it probably carries over to any TCG, or like if you play fighting games, anything where you have to specialize in a hero. If you play hero shooters like Overwatch or Marvel Rivals, or if you play TCGs, I was going to say Magic the Gathering. A very common thing that players fall into, and again, I'm referring to Magic when I'm talking about this, but this can be applied to any of those other circumstances that I was talking about, is that a common trap that players would fall into is they would look at the most recent tournament, right? Back when in-person tournaments were like extremely popular before, you know, COVID killed them. And what people would do is they would just copy the deck, and then they'd go to their Friday Night Magic, they'd play, and they'd get stomped, and they'd be like, but I thought this deck was good. And what players, anytime like a good player was interviewed, a question that would sometimes come up is like, is this deck the best deck? You know, what should you play? And 9 times out of 10, the answer was always play the deck you're most comfortable with. It doesn't matter if it is, quote unquote, the best deck or not, or the best character or not. What matters is your familiarity with it. So if you know, there would be players, for example, Amulet Titan. If you're familiar with Modern, Amulet Titan is a very complicated deck. There's a lot of like bouncing your lands, picking them up, making additional mana. And that was a deck that a lot of people picked up thinking that, oh yeah, I'll just play it and I'll win a tournament. And what players found out very quickly is that the deck is incredibly difficult to pilot. And speaking as someone who did play it for a while and tried to learn it quite thoroughly, even after you spend several months playing it, you still don't know all the lines. And it is a very difficult deck to pilot. While it is powerful, and at the time when I played it, it was probably a top 5 deck. If you didn't know how to play it, it was easily like one of the worst decks you could possibly play. And so even though, you know, it was arguably one of the best decks, it was sometimes not in your best interest to play it because you just weren't going to be able to pilot it as efficiently as efficiently or as effectively as possible. This is interesting. Do I want this? Is this better? I think I can afford to go without this. And so that's why in certain situations, you know, you might see me make a play that doesn't seem like it is quote unquote the best play, but it might be the play that I feel most comfortable with, or the play that, you know, I think is going to be most beneficial for me. And so just keep that in mind. Even, you know, you might look at a tier list or whatever for what are the best weapons in, you know, X bullet heaven. And then you try and just get like literally just a selection of all the S tier weapons. You know, maybe a D tier weapon works incredibly well with an S tier weapon, and it only works really well in that one corner case scenario. It's completely possible. So don't just write off everything as being quote unquote worse or better than something else. There's always going to be corner case scenarios. That being said, I'm going to take a little bit more move speed here. I'm still feeling okay. You know, we're not like speeding around the map. Oh, big fat rainbow kitty. Let's go. All right, let's turn on him. There we go. Easy enough. Yeah, we got some decent damage. We're killing these guys mighty quick. Yes, tell me that's not a bra. Tell me that's not a bra. I know it's supposed to be cat ears. Everything in this game is a cat. But in this case specifically. Or I guess technically because it's taller, it looks more like a bikini top, but you know what I mean. Alright, we've got a bunch of fluffies coming at us. Fluffies. Although I suppose if I just start taking crit passives, then once the sword stamp, if the sword stamp drops, then I can drop the crit stamp and take it for the extra weapon damage and the extra crit damage. Got a little harmonization there. Ooh. I can't harmonize worth shit, though. Sang chorus for a year, my senior year, because my music teacher was like, if you're going to go into music education, you need to take chorus. And then I ditched music ed literally like my first week. Actually, it was like the week before I entered college. I ditched it. Boo. But I still had a lot of fun in chorus. There, you know, there was the stigma of like what chorus was like in my high school, which was not anything too great. Although I was a band kid, so it's not really like I have anything to, you know, point my nose up at. Man, we're getting unlucky here. It's actually an interesting one. I think I'm still going to get rid of it, though, because I think that our bullets are just better than the explosions. So I'd rather get our bullets off faster. That is a fat, chunky cat. That is a thick boy cat. He has been drinking his milk. And it comes out of a bowl. Don't you be disgusting. I know what you're thinking. Okay, let's clear the way. Give me my moonies. Give me my moonies. Baby, I got your money. God dang, man. I hope this thing can actually get past +6 and not just wasting money. I would assume they could probably be leveled up infinitely. Now, the real test is going to be when there are 3 bosses on me. This is not going to be like when we were playing, God, who was I playing? Was it Marine? We were playing someone where I forgot that there were 3 bosses. I only counted it as 2. I don't think that's going to be the case here. Should probably be using my rerolls, huh? Rerolls to get that crit up, so that way when the sword comes around, I can swap out the crit stamp. I was going to save this skill to be a bit more defensive with it, but then I just had like, oh yeah, it does literally say +7. I guess we're just at a 40% success rate, so it's pretty low. Oh god, okay, pop the potion, pop the potion. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Okay, we need more food. Where's the food? Where's recovery? Okay, we're in danger zone. Let's circle around, kill everyone around him. Perfect. Let's see, where are we at? We're at decent health. Okay, we'll just pick up a hamburger. Yeah, once we start getting to projectile town, my hands be sweaty. My hands getting sweaty. Mom spaghetti is what I want to eat. Because my mom makes dope spaghetti. She got a recipe that's been passed down for generations. How many generations, you ask? A single. Just uno. But it's delicious. Oh god. Oh god, we're getting in some big trouble here. We are getting into some tight situations, people. Some tight situations that I don't really want to be a part of. Okay. Haste we go. Okay, we're gonna pop this. We should have another activation right as the bosses comes. Bosses come. English. I'm really tempted to take the max HP. I think I actually am. I think my attack is decent. I think I just want to tank up a little bit. Want to get a little chunky up in here. Okay, come on. Okay, everyone believe. 30% chance works 100% of the time. At least we got an achievement there. All right, which one of you cat pricks is doing all kinds of projectile shenanigans? Okay, let's pop this. Let's kill the big pink cat first. Go for more max HP. Come on, come on, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it. Kill it dead. Oh god. Oh frick. Oh no! Okay, we can do this. We just go invisible. Nice, we got one dead. Okay, we recover. Okay. Let's take out the disc cat. Oh, right, we have basically infinite range, so I can kind of stay away. Yeah, we're just going to keep chunking up. Just keep putting on the pounds, getting mighty thick. Oh, we took care of the spaceship. Nice. Circle cat. Okay, now we got to take care of Donut Cat. Idiot. Okay. Let's back away. Play it safe. Ooh, she tried to jump me. Okay, we're good. We're good. God, the idol dress was such a good call. Suck it, Donut Cat. Easiest one of my life. Not really. So we got the focus shades. All range or multi-shot projectile weapons have 10% chance to crit, and if it does, the target takes 500. You know what sucks? Is that you unlock the best item for the character after you play the character. This probably doesn't stack though, right? Still. That was fun. That was fun. I don't actually think that, I'm gonna be honest, I don't think that the character is actually that strong. she's definitely fun. I think that would have been exponentially harder if I didn't have the idol dress. Having the idol dress on what felt like, 30-40 second cooldown, and just like clearing out the whole board felt really good. When you actually turned her gun into the like cone attack, it felt very strong. The fact that we could stack up a bunch of hits and turn her gun into that through her skills felt very good. So yeah, definitely getting crit up was super important. Fortunately, we never found the sword stamp, which I think I would have really liked to get. And probably if I had to do it again, I don't know that I would necessarily go limiter. I thought limiter would be pretty important, simply because of the way that her weapon was working, how it was like a very limited attack. But over the course of the game, I found that we were actually turning it into a wide attack more often than I thought we were. And it was a bit easier to clear out enemies and actually pick up all the experience. So I think we could have dropped the limiter. And potentially even dropping the body pillow was pretty important for me, I think. The dress was like, I probably wouldn't play this character without the idol dress. And then what else do we have? We have body pillow. Really any defensive item would work there. Although if I was doing something like plushie, I probably would have swapped over the bat stamp for some more consistent healing. What else did we take? Well, anyway. Yeah, and then I would probably take the glasses on her. That seems pretty good. I think I could consider dropping the... I could see dropping the energy drink, but I don't know. Maybe the haste is too good. But we did get offered the candy, so like perhaps the candy is better there, but that's more so a question of which haste item is better. It's not necessarily like, am I going to drop the energy drink for damage or crit or damage reduction or health, right? It's more so just, am I going to take haste item A or haste item B? Had I seen the candy first, I would have taken the candy and then passed up on the energy drink the second time. So it's not like I was necessarily going to take both. Maybe that was incorrect. Maybe I should have taken the extra haste item. But I think in all seriousness, I probably should have dropped the limiter. But again, I was just not sure how important that was going to be to her gameplay overall. But yeah, guys, that was the Zeta run. Thankfully successful. So I kind of mentioned it before, but do you think it's going to harm, I guess, my overall experience and your viewing experience doing no weapon runs, no extra weapon runs every time? Do you think that the builds are going to be kind of too homogenous, or do you think the stamps don't really matter? Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think the stamps really matter, because I think for the most part, I end up taking the same stamps. It's typically weapon cooldown, like the gray slime, the sword, and then something else. So if it's an area-based character, I take the area. If I need healing, I take healing. So now that I'm talking myself into it, the stamps are pretty consistent anyway, and so the items do change. So I think I'm likely going to stick with just the main weapon until we start getting to a point where we're doing like hard stage 4, hard stage 5, and potentially even hard stage 3. Then I might just open up to have like 2 weapons, or something like that. Not sure, but having those harder stages, I'm probably going to need additional weapons for. But as of right now, just in the past 2 videos, I think I've overall had more fun, even though they're not necessarily, although Ollie was really fun, Zeta definitely isn't one of my favorite characters to play. But the fact that I could just experience her as a character, differently than just like always going for like the spider cooking and lava bucket combo, super comboing that, right? I can, so that way I don't have to focus on getting the passive items that I'm not really happy about on her or on any character, and I can just like hard focus on what is beneficial for her. I think is probably going to end up being more fun for me. So do let me know if you concur with that, if you would like me to continue doing these just single weapon runs. I definitely don't mind doing that now that I've tried once or two, I've tried 2 at this point. One of the things that I was concerned about before doing this is in any other bullet heaven I've ever played, if I was doing just a 1 weapon run, it would almost always end in just getting annihilated. So this game is a bit different, right? Because you have those character passives, they kind of act like additional skills for you, and of course you have your actual special. So it's definitely more possible in this one, and the extra weapons, which is funny looking back to the first couple episodes and seeing everyone talk about like, no, you don't want to get all your weapons at once. You want to get just like one, focus on your main weapon, then focus on this one, then get one collab, then work on another. I totally understand that now, why you can do that, because just in any other bullet heaven, it would be, okay, get your 6 weapons, figure out what you want, get those, and then level them all up. So just a different play experience, and I think overall it's going to shine on the uniqueness of each of these characters, because so far they've all felt incredibly different, and we're not even halfway through. So we got a lot of girls to play with. Phrasing. Anyway, we're going to end it there because I'm going to say some more stuff that's questionable. But anyway, guys, if you had fun with me today, would you kindly smash that like button, subscribe to the channel for more roguelite action. I've been Ganyonz. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.